Hello, friends, and thank you as always for visiting the Legend Sports Universe YouTube channel, Legend Sports Universe, where legends play forever. Year 5 of the Franchise Stars Baseball League makes its first visit of the season to Seattle, where the surprising Seattle Mariners 17-10 to open up the season on the heels of the Oakland A's. Again, it is only April, but it's been a terrific start for the Mariners. They host the Detroit Tigers team, looking to shake off a miserable first 2 weeks of the season. They will have to contend with that man, Ken Griffey Jr., the FSBL's all-time home run leader to this point. 277, 9 homers, 17 RBIs this year. Another good start for Griffey. The Mariners will send Freddie Garcia to the mound. Garcia, 2-3, a 4.65 ERA in the early going of the season. He has been hittable, but he hasn't walked many hitters. Garcia will face a Tigers lineup that was just abysmal for the first 2 weeks. Besides this man, Alan Trammell, 330, 4 homers, 9 RBIs in the early going for Trammell. Garcia starts him off. First pitch, two-seamer, rides inside. And the Tigers trying to shake off not only the rough start to this season, but the collapse in losing the division crown last year down the stretch to the Minnesota Twins. Garcia wants to know where that pitch was. He thought it was at the knee. His home plate umpire calling it low. Down to 2-0 as Dwayne March joins us. How are you there, Dwayne? Please be sure to check out Dwayne's off the channel for a ton of APBA baseball action. Garcia has gone behind 3-0 here to Trammell, who swings 3-0, hits it hard to short, but Omar Vizquel takes to the air and snares the liner for the first out. Tigers lineup: Trammell, Granderson, and Kaline, and McCauley, Horton, Freehan, and Bob Bailey. The Tigers 677 OPS, 13th in the American League. It has not been a great start offensively. Again, those first 2 weeks really dragged things down. Granderson, ground ball through the right side, swinging at a slider, puts it in the right field for a one-out base hit. The Tigers went 1-7 in their first 8 games, scored 8 runs in those first 8 games. One guy who has not gotten on track yet here is this man, Al Kaline. Kaline batting only .182, 3 homers, 11 RBI. Pitch out. Anderson not going. Channel 51, how are you, buddy? Thanks for checking in. I appreciate that. Good to have you on board. Slider, I'll tell you, Garcia is trying to get that pitch at the knees, and he is not getting that call here to start. Looking at the ticker, I think I've seen 3 shutouts. Good pitching day yesterday. Ground ball here to second. That's a 4-6-3. Boone to Vizquel over to first for the 4-6-3 double play, and Garcia works around the Granderson single. So Kaline's early season struggles continue. We'll head to the bottom of the first here in Seattle. Tigers nothing. Mariners coming up. On the hill for the Tigers, Mickey Lolich. It has not been a good start for Lolich. 2-3, a 5.16 ERA to his first 5 starts. That whip up around 1.5. Needless to say, that is not a recipe for success. He struck out 26 and 29 and 2/3, giving up too many hits and too many walks. He'll start off facing Ichiro, 284, 2 homers, 11 RBI. Ichiro's been much better on the road so far this season than here in Seattle. Lolich delivers. Gotw drops a bunt down and puts it at bat. Lolich gets the sign from Bill Freehan to set up inside. 1 sinker. Good pitch there from Lolich. Ichiro swings over the top. 0-2. That time, pretty much the same pitch. That time, Ichiro lays off. Young Mickey Lolich before he got off that. 1-2 offer. Ichiro dunked this one out in the center. It's a long run, but it's going to fall in front of Andre Dawson. Ichiro tries to go for 2. Oh boy. That is trying to do too much there from Ichiro Suzuki. Dawson has a good arm. It dunked in there all right, but still Ichiro trying to push the action a little bit too much there. Thrown out, trying to stretch it, and Ichiro knew it as soon as he got up from that slide. Poor decision there by the normally very intelligent Ichiro Suzuki. Here's Phil Bradley. Bradley batting .277. Fastball there is a called strike. 1-1 the count. Curveball. This is outside. Lolich doesn't like the baseball. Changes it out. So Lolich gets a break there with the over-aggressive base running from Ichiro. Two-one pitch here from Lolich. Bradley lines that one out to left center. It's hooking away from Dawson, but on the run, Andre Dawson, the Hawk, swoops over and reels that one in for the second out.
Batting third.
Your Mariners lineup, Ichiro, Bradley, and Griffey. Julio Rodriguez off to a scalding start. Brett Boone and Kyle Seager. Martinez, Vizquel, and Gabby Street behind the plate for Seattle. So here's Junior batting .277. 9 homers, 17 RBI. Big swing there at the changeup. Hit it far, but foul. In sets up away. 0-1 fastball. Lolich is a called strike. He's ahead 0-2. Gets him with a changeup. Nice pitch from Lolich. Junior swings over the top of it. And the side is retired. So, both teams get a hit. Both teams make nothing of it. We head to the top of the second in Seattle. Tigers and Mariners scoreless. Stepping in, Norm Cash. Cash batting .274. 4 homers, only 5 RBIs out of those 4 homers, though, for Cash. Base runners have been at a premium so far this year for the Tigers. Fastball to Garcia is a called strike. Had a solo homer in yesterday's game. Breaking ball there. Cash fouls it off. Ahead of him here, 0-2. They are playing Cash heavily to pull, and he poked that one the other way, but foul. Cash trying to make his extra bases down the left field line. Slider there is foul up. Pitch. Slider just outside. Fastball ties him up. Good work inside outside from Garcia. Picks up the strikeout. That's his first, and there's one away. Here is Andre Dawson. Dawson batting only .200 out of the gate. Again, that slow start has pretty much been up and down this Tigers order. Dawson does have 5 homers and 12 RBI. And Dawson, acquired from the Expos at last season's trade deadline. Hits this one out to center. Looping, coming on is Jr. He'll get there, puts it away for the second out.
That is good. The second baseman, number 4.
Here's Dick McAuliffe. McAuliffe, 237, a homer and 4 RBI. Slider misses down low. Garcia has thrown a steady diet of sliders to this one. Misses inside, 2-1. Looped out towards left field, but this tail ranges over. Puts it away. And the side is retired. So an easy inning there for Freddie. We'll head to the bottom of the second here in Seattle. We're still close. Here is Julio Rodriguez, 359, 8 homers, 16 RBIs. This has been a terrific start for Julio Rodriguez so far here in year 5. Slider slowly. This is down 1. One and one the count. Wolich delivers. Rodriguez down to third. It's booted by Bailey, but he keeps it next to him. Scoops it up, throws to first, gets Rodriguez for out number 1.
The second baseman, number 29.
So here's Brett Boone, 290, 8 homers, 23 RBIs. Seeing lots of good offensive numbers from this Mariners lineup. Fastball is a call-up strike. Ooh. Wow, Freddie Garcia wants to know where that pitch has been from him, because that pitch looked low from Wolich, and Wolich gets the call. 0-2 the count. Another changeup, that one just a little bit off the plate. 1-2 offering. Changeup, this is down low. Breaking ball, and Boone tattoos it, but he hooks it. Crowd rose to its feet. Boone knew it right off the bat, though, that ball wasn't staying fair. 2-2 again from Wolich. Ground ball to second. McAuliffe has it. Throws to first, and has 2 away.
Batting fifth, the third baseman, Kyle Saunders.
So that'll bring up Kyle Seager. Seager, one of the bats that hasn't gotten going yet for the Mariners. Only 182, 2 homers, 5 RBI. Seager misses inside. Good change up there from Wolich. 1-1. Popped up, foul ground. Freehan sheds the mask. Plenty of hang time on this one. Freehan puts that one away. And the side is retired. So, scoreless at the end of 2 here in Seattle as Seager pops up to end the bottom of the second. We'll head to the third. Detroit coming up. Appreciate you all tuning in. Missed it early on today as Willie Horton steps in here, off to a fine start here for the Tigers.
The designated hitter.
Week 9 Franchise Stars Football League game was a dandy. Packers and Browns from the Dogtown. Won't spoil it, but arguably the game of the year in the FSFL. Check that one out if you get the opportunity. We've also had some boxing on the channel over the last week as the Legend Sports Universe Boxing Federation Championship tournaments have reached their semifinals. Crowned the first champions of the LSBL. Fastball from Garcia in there for a call strike. Slider misses away. It's 2-1. Slider inside, wraps around them. It's 3-1. Garcia misses up and in for ball 4. So Willie Horton draws a leadoff walk here in the top. Now, hoping up drills 3 in. 3 and bang, 293. Fastball there at the knee. Good for strike 1. Freehan riding a modest 18 hitting. 4 homers, 8 RBI. Bill Lang's FSBL record hitting streak has now reached 28 games. Fly ball out to left. Coming on, Phil Bradley gets there, puts it away for out number 1.
The third baseman, number 7.
I said that was a record. I think that's actually incorrect. Sliding Billy Hamilton had 31 games. That was back in year 2. Here's Bob Bailey. Bailey pops this one up. Boone, a couple steps onto the outfield grass. Puts it away.
The batter, number 8, shortstop, Alan Trammell.
So the order turns over, 2 out, 1 on. Here's Trammell. He lined out his first time. And as I always say when Trammell was in there, Trammell, one of the guys who the MLB The Show retired uniform number glitch impacts. Trammell should be number 3. You cannot assign that number. Frustrating to say the least. Always a fan of Alan Trammell. Splitter there from Garcia is in for a call. It's 1-1. Out into right field. That's going to get down. That's a base hit. Etro with a terrific arm. Nobody's going to test that. Etro shows that arm off. A strike into third.
Now batting, number 28.
So, first and second. Here's Curtis Granderson. Granderson singled to right his first time up. The Yankees stay in the lead in the American League East. Either this is bad, it's 1-1. Yankees getting great work from the rookie Lefty Gomez. Really helped bolster that rotation. Granderson deep down the right field line. That ball is foul. So both sides have had guys smack one deep, but just outside the pole. Brett Boone did the same for the Mariners. Long strike, 1-2 to count. At the knee, strike 3 call. Down goes Randy. Nice pitch from Garcia. So, a foot or so away from allowing a 3-run homer, Garcia ends up picking up the strikeout. We head to the bottom of the third. We'll still scoreless here in Seattle. Here's Tino Martinez, and Martinez has just had a brutal start to this season. 146, no homers, 5 RBI. Neither Tino or Jim Gentile are particularly good against left-handed pitching. Trying to get Tino some at-bats. Gentile is hitting primarily against righties. Tino, kind of a victim of circumstance here. 2-0 the count. Good change up there. Tino way out in front of that one. Nice pitch from Bowles. Changed up, swung on him in. First kick by Cash flips the low edge cover for the first out.
Batting in, the shortstop, number 13.
So here's Omar Vizquel, 241, a homer, 10 RBI. Changeup pitches away. That one's foul, and the count evens up at 1-1. Which rocks and fires. This is down low. This flow as well. Doing some stat adjustments, some rating adjustments. I really didn't do too many of the ratings for the basketball project. That's pretty much the only one that I let a lot of the stock ratings stay. I'm going to change that a bit for a year or two. I think I can improve on it. Once that's done, we will do a kind of a quick sim through the season of the basketball project. And pretty much do a season recap video and then take that to the playoffs. And I try to accelerate my way through some of the other sports to get every sport here in the Legend Sports universe on the same timeline.
Batting nine, the catcher, number 45.
Baseball project is the one that will stay slow. That has a few-year head start on the other sports. So kind of let the other sports play catch up a bit. Sinker misses down low. It's 1-0. Fastball is called. Which delivers. Smack down to first. Cash backs up, plays it on the second hop, flips to Lowen, and the side is retired. So, we are through 3 innings here in Seattle. We are scoreless. Heading to the top of the 4th, here's now Kaline. Kaline grounded out his first time up. His bat won't start the end. This is up high. This is inside. Kaline hits one out to center. Griffey takes a couple steps back. Plenty of room. Puts it away for out number 1.
The first baseman, number 25. Cash.
Here's Cash. He's 0 for 1. He struck out his first time. All in for a ball strike. You see the Mariners defense playing Cash heavily before. Now, that one off the zone 2. Fly ball to center. Junior is there for this one as well. And there's 2 down here in the top of the 4th.
The center fielder, number 10, Andre Dawson.
So that'll bring up the Hawk, Andre Dawson, who flew out his first time. Remember I said Tigers were in an opening day project. I talked about changing those sneakers. They look ridiculous on top. Bright blue. I don't know why he's in bright blue sneakers. Why in the world that happens. But, take care of that, because that looks silly. Now I'm just mad at myself for not remembering to take care of it. 2 down, 2-0 the count. Garcia deals good slider in there for a call strike. Austin puts one out down the right field line, slicing down. Count it 2-2. It's that one hard, but down. 2-2 pitch. Swung on a miss. High fastball. Dawson chases. Garcia picks up the strikeout. The side is retired. So down go the Tigers. They've heard that far too much offensively so far this season. We'll head to the bottom of the 4th. We're still scoreless. Ichiro, Bradley, and Griffey due up for the Mariners. Appreciate you tuning in for some Friday night baseball here. This is the American League Game of the Week for April 25th of year 5 of the Franchise Stars Baseball League. Here is Ichiro. 1 for 1. Yep, this is down and away. Well, it's looked in. Still in there. Throw foul off. 1-1. Yeah. Slider comes in high, but it's a call and strike, and it's 1-2. Ties Ichiro up. Nice sinker inside from Lolich. Second strikeout. There's one away.
The left fielder, number 31, Bill Bradley.
So that'll bring up Phil Bradley. Ichiro looking about as bad as Ichiro is going to look on a swing there. Bradley is 0 for 1. Fastball at the knee. Bradley lined out his first time up. Ground ball, pulled foul. Lolich ahead of Bradley, 0-2. Delivers. Bradley swings and misses. Nice sinker from Lolich. And there's 2 away. Third strikeout so far for Mickey.
The batter, the center fielder,
Lolich and Garcia, a pair of pitchers not off the great start. Both looking sharp here in this one. That'll bring up Junior. He's 0 for 1. Third ball, this is down low. Griffey, deep drive, but down. Junior homer yesterday. Pitch. Yeah, so with that sinker, Owens has had the sinker and the changeup, both looking solid. 3 and sets up inside. Pitches up and in. 2-2. Gets him with a high curveball. So Junior chases one out of the zone, and the side is retired. We are scoreless through 4 here in Seattle. Tigers will try to break that up as we head to the 5th. Dick McAuliffe 0 for 1.
The second baseman, number 4.
Garcia deals, smacked the other way, picked by Seager on the line for the first out.
The batter, the designated hitter.
Frustrated
Willie
Dick McAuliffe.
Horton.
Here's Willie Horton. Horton walked his first time. And Willie's off to a good start. Here in year 5, Horton has had some pop. He's been inconsistent for the Tigers. The FSBL step. Last year or 2 years ago, he spent a lot of time down in the minors. Slider there. Horton swings the distance. Oh, and 2 the count. He puts that slider down in the dirt. We will take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard. Coming up in this. 1-2 pitch from Garcia. High fly ball out to right center. Junior reigns is over. He's there. Puts it away for the second out.
Now batting, the catcher, Bill Freehead.
So that'll bring up Phil Freehead with 2 away here in the 5th. Out-of-town scoreboard. Angels visit the Orioles in Baltimore. Tim Lincecum and Dave McNally, the pitching matchup there. Yankees and Red Sox meet at Fenway. Jack Chesbro and Pedro Martinez, the matchup there. White Sox, division leaders in the Central, visit the Blue Jays. Red Faber and Brian Anderson will be the pitching matchup in that one. Marlins thump the Astros 10-5. Kid Gleason with the win. Roy Oswalt takes Derek Lee, his 6th home run of the year for Miami. Cesar Cedeno, his pitch for the Astros. Deep drive here to left. Bradley against the wall, puts it away. Nicely done by Phil Bradley for the final out, and the side is retired here in the 5th. Long way to go for Bradley. Holds onto it as he hits the wall. Nicely done. Midway through here in Seattle, we are scoreless. Here's Julio Rodriguez. A's and Indians will go at it in Cleveland later on tonight. Drew Waddell, 5-0 so far this year against Stan Kovaleski. Rangers defeat the Mets 1-0 at Shea. Natali Feliz gets the win. Bob Apodaca takes the loss. Sid Fernandez, 8 scoreless innings. Comes out of that with a loss for the Mets. Phillies thumped the Expos 8-1 in Philly. Jim Bunning gets his first win of the year. Max Scherzer falls to 1-4. Bunning, a complete game in that one. Struck out 7. Cardinals lead the Giants in St. Louis 3-2. That one's in the 8th. Dick Martell has gone deep for the Giants. Johnny Mize has gone yard for the Cardinals. Cubs all over the Rockies 7-0 at Wrigley. Bill Lang has extended his hitting streak to 29 games for the Cubs in that one. Braves and D-backs will be in Arizona later. John Smoltz and Randy Johnson will be the pitching matchup. Royals and Padres in San Diego. Brett Saberhagen 0-5 so far this year. Jack Peckham goes for San Diego. Saberhagen at 0-5 Royals. I haven't seen that one. Saberhagen really good. That whole Royals pitching staff, actually. The Royals have been able to pitch here in the FSBL. They just hadn't been able to hit. Sinker misses down low. Count goes to 2-1. If you're a Royals fan following the FSBL, you are begging for George Brett come up for them in the rookie draft. Revolving door at third base there in Kansas City so far. This one's driven out of the gap in left center. That ball's hit pretty well, slicing towards Horton, but it's going to one hop over the wall. Ground rule double for Kyle Seager. 2-out double, his 4th of the season. Only the 2nd hit for Seattle. Here's Tino. Tino is 0 for 1. Slider there is fouled off. Movement from the set. Bill's fastball going on in there. 0-2 pitch. Slider misses away. Another slider away, and again, Tino doesn't chase. Woolwich fields. That one is hit out to center. Chasing Dawson, but he's there. Puts it away. And the side is retired. So Woolwich works around the 2-out double by Seager. We are through 5 here in Seattle. Still scoreless. Tigers and Mariners. Bailey, Trammell, and Granderson due up for Detroit. Here is Bob Bailey. He is 0 for 1. He popped out back in the 3rd.
Number 7.
And Garcia and Woolwich, neither pitcher off to a good start this year. They have both been sharp here in this one. First pitch strike from Garcia. Good slider there. Bailey checks this badly. It's 0-2. High fastball popped up, shallow center. It's a long run for Griffey. He gets there with no problem for the first out. Here's Alan Trammell. Trammell 1 for 2. Single back in the 3rd. Oh, that slider foul. That one. I suppose I could have Trammell. I don't know if anybody else is wearing the number. I suppose I could have Trammell wear 33, since the game will let him wear 3 because he's a retired number, like I do for Yogi Berra for the Yankees wearing 88, which admittedly irritates the hell out of me. Diving stop there by Seager, but he can't field it cleanly, and Trammell is on with an infield base hit. Good effort there from Kyle Seager. Covered quickly, strong throw. Trammell just beats it out. So 1 out, man on first. Here's Granderson. Randy puts this one out to left center, slicing away from Junior. It's a long run. Junior lays out, and that ball looked like it fooled Junior. Splits the gap, goes to the wall. Runner will have to hold up at third. Trammell holds. Trammell thought Junior was going to get there, and Junior kind of overdove the ball. It was slicing away from him. Junior ends up past it. Not going to see that one too much. Not sure if he lost it at some point in glare or whatever, but Junior tracked that down. It was a long run. It would have been a terrific play if he had made it. But he covered enough ground to reel it in, and was unable to do so. Here's K-Line. He's 0 for 2. Breaking ball is in for a called strike. So now K-Line, who has had such a miserable start to the season, has 2 men on in scoring position. Slider misses inside. Tap back to the mound. They're going to send the runner home. Garcia tries to come home. They're not going to get him, and he gets nobody. So Garcia, instead of taking the shore out at first, tries to come home to get Trammell, who was off on contact. It's unsuccessful, and the Tigers have taken a 1-0 lead here in the top of the 6th. Here's Norm Cash. Cash is 0 for 2. That's ball at the knees for strike 1. Shot the other way. Slicing. Bradley makes the play. Anderson's going to tag. The only play is to throw it into second, trying to keep Kaline from moving up. But it's a sacrifice fly. Anderson comes in, and it's 2-0 Detroit. That'll bring up Dawson. He's 0 for 2. Splitter. This is outside. Bullpen action going for the Mariners. Julio Mateo and Jeff Nelson. Good deal. Slider misses down low. Ken Griffey Jr. still beside himself out in center. Again, that would have been a great play, but it's a play you're accustomed to seeing Jr. make. Fastball misses down low. 3-1 the count. Kick the ball that waits on deck. Fastball misses away, ball 4. So Dawson draws a walk. First and second now.
The batter, number 4.
That'll bring up the Gotw. Gotw is 0 for 2. He lined out his last time up. Slider misses down and away. There's fouled off. Smack to third. Seager picks it. Throws first, and the side is retired. But the Tigers strike for a pair to break the scoreless tie. We head to the bottom of the 6th here in Seattle. Vizquel streaks in each room. 2 up for the Mariners. They trail it 2-0. Here's Omar. He's 0 for 1. Rounded out his first time.
The shortstop, number 13.
Ulich has been terrific. Ball misses down low. Kellen at run producer. Stretch 9 RBIs in his last 9 games. Ball at the knees for strike 1. Yep, down low. 2-1 count. Short, Trammell on the backhand, throws the first, and there's one away. Tigers' pitching staff was so good a year ago. They had an ERA of about 4.5 in this opening month of the season here. Here's Gabby Street. He's 0 for 1. Sinker misses away. Ball slow, it's down in the dirt. Fouled up. Two-one pitch. Fouled off again. Gets the sign from Friend. 2-2 in there, call strike 3. Fastball goes right past him. Like a house by the side of the road is Ernie Harlow.
Next for Seattle, the right fielder.
And there's 2 away.
Suzuki.
So the order turns over for the M's. Here's Ichiro. He's 1 for 2. Struck out his last time. About as bad looking in at bat as you're going to see Ichiro have. Fastball there, taken up and in for ball 1. One strike down the right field line, but foul. One to count. Drops this one out to left, and that's an Ichiro special. That's a bloop. He's tried to stretch one before for a double. It was unsuccessful. This time, he gets in there. It's a bloop double for Ichiro, his 9th double of the season. Earlier on in that hit he had in the first inning, dropped one into center. Ill-advised, tried to take second. It was gunned out by a country mile by Andre Dawson. That time he gets into second safety. 2-out double. Here's Phil Bradley. Fastball at the knees for strike 1. Bradley has struck out and lined it. Out to right field. That's going to be a base hit. Ichiro comes around third. K-Line's throw comes home. It'll get past the cutoff man, but no shot at throwing Ichiro out. It's an RBI single for Phil Bradley, and the Mariners have cut the deficit in half. It's now 2-1. Sinker down and in. Good piece of hitting from Bradley. Kind of inside out that ball out to right. So now here's Junior. He's 0 for 2. Runner goes, throw down to second. It's a good throw from Freehan, but Bradley got a very good jump. 4th stolen base of the year. Sinker at the knees. It's 1-1. I think Bullitt will pitch Junior somewhat carefully. Julio Rodriguez has been the best hitter on the Mariners so far. He's up next. Griffey out to left. Horton is there, puts it away. And the side is retired. Granderson out. But Bradley's RBI single gets the Mariners on the board. We will head to the 7th here in Seattle. 2-1 Tigers.
Your attention, please.
So Garcia's day is done. Julio Mateo will come on. Mateo, no record. 5.68 ERA in 12 appearances. Mariners hoping Mateo will get on the right track. Willie Horton steps in. We'll check out Freddie Garcia's final line. 6 innings, 4 hits, 2 runs, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts for Garcia. Mateo will step onto the hill to face Willie Horton, who's 0 for 1. He's also walked. Puts this one out in the center. Junior's coming on. Gets there for out number 1.
Now batting, catcher, Bill Freehand.
So Bill Freehand comes up. He is 0 for 2. He's flown out twice. Ball just close. Slider there misses outside. 2-0. Fastball. Away. 3-0. Bailey waits on deck. One's in for a called strike. Three-one pitch. High fly ball on the left. Bradley drifting. He's got it. Puts it away for the second out.
Now batting, number 7.
So 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 7th. Here's Bailey. He's 0 for 2. First pitch swing, Bailey puts it out to right, but Ichiro puts it away, and the side is quickly retired in the top of the 7th. Nice job by Julio Mateo. 7th inning stretch time in Seattle. Get ready for the bottom half. Rodriguez, Boone, and Seager 2 up. Mariners trailing 2-1. Here's Julio Rodriguez. J-Rod 0 for 2. He's rounded out full time.
The designated hitter, Julio Rodriguez.
Lolich, 79 pitches through 6. Lolich has been excellent. First pitch, fastball, called strike. Ball, smacked out. Pitch. Swung on a miss. Nice sinker from Lolich. That is strikeout number 6 for Lolich. 1 away here in the bottom of the 7th. Down goes Rodriguez. That will bring up Brett Boone. Boone is 0 for 2. Salvo. This puts in. Delivers. High curveball. Guide to left. Anderson's underneath it. Puts it away for the second out.
Now batting, third baseman, Kyle.
Lolich done a good job keeping the Seattle hitters off balance. Here's Seager. Seager doubled his last time up. He's 1 for 2. Ball doesn't break. Stays up and in. 1-0. Freddie Garcia was very solid. Mickey Lolich been just a bit better. Missed it 1-2. Just down low. 2-2 the count. Here hits this one well to left. Slicing towards Granderson, who's there. Puts it away in the gap, and the side is retired. 7 innings of 1-run ball for Mickey Lolich. We head to the 8th. Tigers 2, Mariners 1. Julio Mateo needed only 7 pitches to get through the 7th, so he'll start the 8th here. Allen Trammell 2 for 3. Top of the order for the Tigers. Fastball misses up high. 37,767 for those who care about the attendance. Ball misses up high. It's 2-0. Slider misses inside. 3-0. Granderson waits on deck. Followed by Al Kaline. Fastball misses up high. It's a 4-pitch walk from Mateo to Trammell. After a flawless 7th for Mateo, he walks the leadoff man here in the 8th. Here's Grant. 2 for 3. Double, a single, and a run scored. Down and in. 5 straight balls from Mateo. Make it 6. Want to see what they have working out in the bullpen. They have a lefty and a righty. Okay. I understand not necessarily bringing the lefty in to face Granderson. You have Kaline up next. But Kaline will probably be the last batter for Mateo regardless. The count. Fastball, called strike. It's 2-2. Dale gets the sign. Delivers. Randy stops it. Fields it back. 2-2 pitch. Anderson skies it foul. High fly ball, right center, not far. Ichiro glides over, puts it away, and grounds to the left. That was a complete game, 1 hitter for Bill Hutchison of the Cubs at Wrigley over the Rockies. Here's Kaline. Kaline is 0 for 3. His early season nightmare continues. He'll be fine. He's got to get out of this sooner rather than later for the Tigers. Down the left field line, foul. One off. High ball to right, hit pretty well. Ichiro's going back. He's there in front of the track. Puts it away for out number 2.
The first baseman, number 25.
So that'll bring up Norm Catch. I think if you're the Mariners here, you've gotten what you could have asked for out of Mateo. And Stan Baumgartner face Catch.
Your attention, please. Now,
left. Baumgartner 1-0 with 3.29 ERA. He's done a nice job for them in 10 appearances. After the Tigers, Cash is 0 for 2. Rudy York has been abysmal, though. He'll let Cash hit for himself, regardless of the platoon situation. So Baumgartner to face Cash here. 2 outs in the top of the 8th. Curveball in for a call and strike. Nelson still throwing in the Mariners. Oh, 1 pitch. Jackson with the fastball. It's 0-2. Oh my goodness. It showed up and it registered as a curveball. Didn't really curve, just kind of stayed inside and kind of floated. Cash fooled by that pitch, as I think everyone else was. Not really sure what that was supposed to be, but it yields a strikeout. Bottom of the 8th, still 2-1 Tigers. Lolich stays in at 89 pitches. Here's Tino. He's 0 for 2. Picture of the Mariners as bad as Tino has had a rough go. I think the Mariners, who do you got here? It's really not a great bench, and it's very lefty heavy. You can go Kazmats. Well, Jay Bell has done a nice job. So David Bell, there can't be many at bats. 24 at bats. Yeah. So we're gonna let Kazmatsui hit for Tino here. Try to get some speed on the base paths. For the Mariners. Dewey, 211. Homer. And an RBI.
Number 45, Gotw.
Lolich delivers. Line shot, but Trammell was there. 1 pitch, 1 out here in the bottom of the 8th.
Number 13.
Matsui trying to get on there. Unsuccessfully. Here's Vizquel. He's 0 for 2. Tinker swung on and missed. Bobby Thigpen, the righty. John Hiller, the lefty. In the Tigers bullpen. Popped up, going out on it is Cash, puts it away for the second out.
Now number 45.
So 2 away, here's Gabby Street. Street is over. Strike 1 there. Fouls that one off. So Lolich ahead of him 0-2 here. Lolich has thrown a gem for the Tigers. Curveball gets Street fishing down in the dirt. Freehan blocked it. He'll have to throw to first to wrap it up, and he does. 7 strikeouts for Lolich. 8 innings of 1-run ball. And we head to the 9th here in Seattle. Tigers 2, Mariners 1.
Your attention, please. This change.
So Jim Gentile will come into play first for the
first base. Number 4.
Let's see. Got another lefty coming up. Baumgartner only needed 3 pitches, but as the inning ended, you could go to somebody else here. Dawson, McAuliffe, and Horton. Again, just not a lot of. Give me 1 second there. bench action. There's just not a lot of. Man, that Tigers bench has been terrible so far. All right. Even with two righties, I'm going to give Baumgartner a base runner for the Mariners here.
The center fielder, Andre Dawson.
Dawson's 0 for 2. Arthur Rhodes, the lefty. Jeff Nelson, the righty. We'll let Baumgartner throw. Dawson hit the ball. Get there. 1-0 pitch. Fastball misses that. Dawson chops and foul. 2-1 the count. Fastball swung on and missed. So the count goes to 2-2. Baumgartner working to the Hawks. High fastball. Andre Dawson fouls it off. And I appreciate you all tuning in for some late Friday baseball. Dawson fouls off. Bang that like button if you haven't as of yet. And if you are listening and haven't yet subscribed, you will consider doing so. Fastball misses down low. Count goes full as Dick Gonzalez waits for the on deck. Three-two pitch. Fly ball out to center, hits fairly well, but Griffey is right there. Puts it away for out number 1. So Dawson is set aside. That'll bring up McCullough. He's 0 for 3. Fastball misses up and in. Fastball misses down low. 2-0 the count. Chopper out to second. Boone it throws to first, and there's 2 away. So that will bring up Willie Horton. Baumgartner has done his job. Mariners will get him out of here. They'll bring in Nelson to face Horton.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for
good job by Baumgartner out of the pen. Here's Nelson, 1-0 with 3.38 earned run average in 11 appearances so far this season. Nelson will work to Willie Horton. Ball Athens is for strike 1. On the inside corner to Nelson ahead of Horton, 0-2. Breaking ball away. Horton just gets a piece. Fly ball out to right. Ichiro is there. Puts it away. And the side is retired. We head to the bottom of the 9th in Seattle. Mariners trailing by 1. They'll have the top of the order. We'll see if Wolich gets a shot at the complete game here. Or if the Tigers go to their closer, and they will. Bobby Thigpen, a perfect 7 of 7 in save opportunities. A 1.29 ERA to this point. So Wolich came in with an ERA over 5. Wolich has not had a good start to this season, but he threw a dandy here for the Tigers today. 8 innings of 4 hit ball, 1 run. He walked none. struck out 7. Just a stellar job by Mickey Lolis. And now Big Ten is here to try to get them to the finish line. Big Ten acquired from the White Sox a year ago. First pitch throw is a strike. Ball misses inside. One and one, the count. The dirt, 2-1. Stroh fouls it off. That'll even the count at 2-2. Bradley up next, and Junior. Oh, that's a good-looking fastball from Big Ten, who is barking at the home plate umpire. He wants to know where that pitch was. Big Ten thought he had Ichiro rung up there. Instead, the count goes full. Big Ten deal. Breaking ball. Smacked out the short. Trammell on the bare hand. Nice play. Allen Trammell to throw out the speedy Ichiro, and there's one away. On the chopper to short. Trammell. Nifty play there. One away. Here's Bradley. He's 1 for 3. Had an RBI single earlier in this game. Slider misses down low. Bradley pops it up. McCullough on the infield grass puts it away, and the Mariners are down to their final out.
Number 24, Ken Griffey.
Here's Big Ten to work to Junior. Griffey is 0 for 3. Fastball, they say Griffey wins. Strike 1. Breaking ball, misses down in the dirt. One pitch. Griffey through the shift and into right field. It's a 2-out single for Griffey. So Junior keeps hope alive for the Mariners. That'll bring up Julio Rodriguez. Good job there by Griffey. Hit it hard enough, the shift don't matter. Now Rodriguez comes to the plate as the potential winning run. Griffey the tying run on first. Fastball misses down low from Big Ten. Junior is capable of swiping a bat. Certainly not the primary part of his game, but he can steal a base. See if they decide to send him here. 1-0 pitch. Rodriguez fishes for a slider and reels in nothing but air. It's 1-1. 1-1 pitch. Fastball. Ooh, at the letter. Big Ten gets the called strike there, and now Julio Rodriguez is down to his final strike. 1-2 the count. Big Ten deal. Fastball misses down and in. Big Ten from the set gets the sign from Phil Freeman. 2-2 offer. Rodriguez down to third. Picked by Bailey. Goes the short way to second for the force. The ball game is over, and the Tigers pick up the 2-1 victory behind a terrific start from Mickey Lolich. Tigers got 2 runs to break the tie in the top of the 6th. And that was all they needed. Woolwich improves to 3-3. Freddie Garcia, who was very solid in this one for the Mariners, falls to 2-4. Bobby Thigpen remains a perfect 8 for 8 in save opportunity, closing this one out 4-3. Bradley's RBI hit. But this story of this one was Mickey Woolwich. Woolwich just a sensational job for the Tigers. Here you see the final out. Bailey goes to second for the Force. Tigers 2 runs, 4 hits, no errors. Mariners 1 run, 5 hits, no errors. Woolwich the winner, 8 innings, 4 hits, 7 strikeouts, no walks, only 1 run allowed. Freddie Garcia takes the loss, 6 innings, 4 hits, 3 strikeouts, 2 walks, 2 runs allowed. Big Ken with his 8th save. Woolwich gets player of the game honors, and nobody left the yard in this one. Greatly appreciate you tuning in, whether you watch live or on delay. I always appreciate your time. Thanks to Dwayne Martz and Channel 51 for checking in to the chat. Appreciate you, gentlemen, popping by. And thank you all for watching. Subscribe if you haven't as of yet. Bang that like button. And most importantly, be good to each other. We'll talk soon. The Tigers take down the Mariners 2-1 in Seattle.